In the quiet hamlet of Windmere,
where fog hung low over the fields each dawn,
there stood a crooked little windmill.
it hadn't turned in decades, its blades frozen as though caught mid-breath.
Children whispered that it was haunted,
For at night a dim light glowed from the upper window,
though no one ever climbed the stairs to investigate.
Lydia, a young seamstress with more curiosity than caution,
Often passed the mill on her way to the stream. One evening, as the fog thickened, she noticed the glow was brighter than usual. Instead of hurrying home, she stepped closer. The wooden door creaked open at her touch, though she hadn't pushed. Inside, the air smelled faintly of lavender and ash.
the staircase spiraled upward, dust swirling around her boots. She climbed, her hand brushing the rail worn smooth by time.
At the top,
She found a single room with walls
lined in parchment, maps, charts, skies, filled with constellations drawn in careful ink.
and in the center an old man, tall and gaunt, his eyes bright as lantern flames.
I've been waiting, he said, voice low but steady.
Lydia's breath caught.
For me, he nodded. The stars do not choose carelessly.
He told her he had once been Windmer's stargazer, mapping the heavens, guiding travelers by the constellations. But his gift came with a burden when he grew too old to read the skies.
Someone else had to take his place. For years, he'd kept the mill alight, hoping the right soul would find him.
You see what others overlook, he said, handing her a brass telescope that gleamed despite the dust.
Now it is your turn.
Outside, the frozen blades began to creak,
Groan, then turn.
catching a wind that hadn't stirred in years,
The light from the window flared brighter.
as though the very stars themselves leaned closer.
From that night on, the villagers saw Lydia often at the mill's window, telescope in hand, charting the heavens with quiet devotion.
She guided lost travelers,
Predicted storms, and sometimes, when the fog grew too heavy, she whispered to the stars and the stars whispered back.
Windmere never called the place haunted again. They called it the Mill of the Watcher.
And Lydia's name carried through the generations, bound forever to the turning of the skies.